Hi everyone, Michele Courage here from michelecourage.com, coming to you from the Galactic Studio at Riverstones in Hawke's Bay. It is a cold day today in the studio. As you can see, we have some light pouring in at the back, so that means lots of air coming in as well. So yeah, it is pretty cold, and I'm definitely going to have to do something around a source of heating. So we'll be investigating that because yeah, it's definitely very cold today, and I'm, being wrapped up here quite warmly. Right, so what I wanted to talk to you today about, just sent my newsletter out this morning. So if you are subscribed, you would have got it in your inbox. Just a recap of what happened in Wellington when I was down there to do the Galactic Dragon, Sacred Dragon art workshop, which was absolutely fabulous, amazing. Gee whiz, there was just so much clearing and healing and fabulous artworks that came out, and yeah, all in all, amazing space that we had it in, and yeah, just amazing. It was so lovely, and was at the fair as well, and then also got to see a few art pieces at the TSB Arena as well on Friday, so that was fabulous. Today I've been so busy today. I had a few visitors, and we sat and chatted and sorted the world out. I had an artist drop off some most amazing artworks. Look at these artworks, which will be up and available in the studio. Look at them. Aren't they just gorgeous? We have so many kingfishers here, and I asked her, would you mind doing a few kingfishers for me? And then obviously these gorgeous little oils. They're amazing size, because it's basically, that's my hand, so they're a beautiful size. Fabulous to take overseas as gifts, and they're so affordable. Oh my goodness. There's a brown trout. There's another one here. Aren't they just amazing? The detail involved, I'm just blown away. And I've asked her to do a few more. There's another kingfisher. There we go. That one's available. This one is sold already. Yeah, so getting some really gorgeous stuff into the studio. These little paintings are so affordable. What else? Right. I've somebody's booked a soul alignment session with me today, which is amazing, for next week. And she also ordered a mini dragon artwork for her as well, so I'll tap into the dragon energy that she most needs at this time to shift energy, and I will do a beautiful watercolor of that dragon with some light language written here. And then what happens with that is every time she looks at it and puts it up, it'll be bringing through codes for her and bringing through the shifts and inviting that dragon energy in to shift anything that she needs to shift or connect into or be made aware of. It's amazing how my artworks work like that, and yeah, so fascinating about that. What else did I want to talk to you about? Oh, right. I thought we'd draw a card today out of this amazing, wonderful deck by Diana Cooper. I love Diana Cooper. I love her work. And it's all about the future, the Golden Future Oracle Guide deck. And Diana has done quite a few books about Atlantis and Lemuria, and I was fascinated by that. And when she did this card deck, I was interested to know what she was thinking about the future, what was going to happen. And I've been doing quite a bit of work on with archangels and that type of stuff as well. And I just today listened to Kyle Gray's angel activation video that he put out, which is really nice to have a little bit of a connection and a refresher into his energy and what he was thinking. I'm just trying to see. Okay, I'm going to take this one out. Okay, so, and this really is wonderful. So we've drawn the card for today, the crystalline light body. And I think, you know, when you look at that picture, it's all about being in balance. And it says, build your crystalline Merkaba. So I kind of, when I look at this picture, it's all about divine masculine, feminine being equal in your body. Nothing more dominant than the other. I know it's got two human beings there and it's a male and a female, but I do believe that's the energies involved in our bodies, or that's the message that I'm getting at the moment, is the fact that to move into more crystalline light body, we do need to have that balance between the divine masculine, divine feminine, really well enmeshed and really well sort of balanced in our energetic field and body and our whole thought process and ideas. So if you're in a female body and you're more masculine orientated, you need to work on, you know, stepping more into a bit more softer and a bit more vulnerable. And obviously on the male side, if you're too masculine or too feminine, you have to pull in a bit more of the masculine energy. Or feminine, you know, whatever's the difference is. So I'll have a quick squiz and see what the book, what Diana Cooper says about that card. Okay, so in the golden future, humans will transform from a third-dimensional carbon-based form into the fifth-dimensional crystalline-based one. The metamorphosis will take place at a cellular level. And I've just been watching Kelly Kolodny's latest YouTube video, and where she's talking about the fact that the sun there's a lot of activation codes coming in at the moment for us, and so that's why a lot of us are feeling quite at times quite washed out and wanting to just go and crash your head through a pillow. You're so tired and you have no idea why, and you don't understand why, and even your body's aches and pains that are just kind of not really kind of explanatory, the level of it. I know I definitely get that. My body goes through stages where when I'm going through a major upgrade, and my guides have told me that I'm going through a major upgrade at the moment, obviously to do with the sun and the codes coming through there. We're definitely some of us are taking a little bit of strain, especially our older computer generation. I liken it to, a younger person has got a better operating system. So like a new phone and an old phone, we're kind of like an older generational DNA cellular structure, and the newer kids that are coming in have got, they cope better with the light codes coming in. So they're not as washed out. But some of them definitely still take strain because they're not used to living on planet Earth. So, so it will happen as the body holds a higher wattage of light containing love, knowledge, and wisdom. This is the journey to ascension. Your spirit travels in a light body known as Merkaba. This may consist of two interlocking pyramids, one facing down and the other up. But as you become fifth dimensional and carry more divine feminine energy, your Merkaba becomes spherical. This orb is your crystalline light body. It surrounds your physical body and reflects it. To take in more light, eat lighter food, drink pure water, connect to nature, and take appropriate exercise. Watch your thoughts, words, and actions and ensure they are positive. Meditate and practice ascension practices. So in the new golden age, everyone will inhabit their spherical crystalline light body. And it's really interesting with me, I have definitely been trying more and more and more to eat more plant-based. I still really enjoy the meat, and I am trying to eat a lot more lighter meat if I do eat meat. Yeah, and at times at the moment I'm going for 3 or 4 or 5 days without eating meat, and I'm not feeling that sort of lower energetic pull for me. I have been vegetarian in the past, and I felt very flat and really craved meat, and sort of I'm still training my body to be able to cope with it. But I think, some of our bodies are still used to the meat, and yeah, we have to honor what our body craves. I don't think that we're supposed to be on a diet of only plant-based just yet. Some of us can definitely handle it and deal with it, and others who are doing it against what our body is needing are finding it much harder, and therefore ailments and deficiencies are coming through. And realistically, the Western way of vegetarianism is probably not that great, because we don't bulk our diet up with a lot of protein. So the Eastern way of eating lots of beans and pulses and lentils is probably a better way to sustain the old mainframe, put it this way. But there are many people that are coping with it fine, and they're healthy. And that's the main thing, I think, is, to keep your body healthy and doing well on Earth while it is on Earth. Because remember, next time you come in, you might have a completely different body, and by that time there'll be an even higher vibration on Earth, and you will be probably coming in with a better operating system. So more than likely we're moving to more and more plant-based in the future. So each time you relax deeply, you can take in more light. So consciously surrender and imagine yourself in your spherical crystalline light body. Your guidance is to make the changes you need to develop this light body. Look after your physical vehicle carefully. Watch what you do, say, and think. And I think this is so important in today's, definitely there's so much information out there at the moment. A lot of the information I don't think half of us or many of us need to even know about. It's fine to be aware. I'm aware of what's happening, but I don't go diving into it and dissecting it, and I try not to get too attached to anything, because I understand it's all happening for Earth and for us. So watch what you do, say, and think. Spend more time contemplating and out in nature. All these things affect you at a cellular level and influence the quality of energy you emit. And I really believe that. It's one of the reasons why in my soul alignment path, I have obviously been asked to go even more remote. So even moving from a massive city like Johannesburg in South Africa, where I was born, and then moving to Auckland, then moving to Wellington, and now moving into the rural Hawke's Bay. My soul path, as long as I'm aligned within it, and I believe that I am, I'm following my intuitive guidance to go even more quieter and more isolated. And I think it's because I have made this quest that I would like to, when I do help people, be in a very high vibrational energy to help people. And people who come into, for a clearing or a connection, just to say hi, they'll be standing in my energy and absorbing my energy field. That's why a lot of us get drained when you go into big spaces with lots of people. It's pretty explanatory when you start sort of looking at it from that point of view. Okay, so spend more time contemplating and out in nature. All these things affect you at a cellular level and influence the quality of your energy you emit. Ask Archangel Mariel, the magenta angel in charge of your soul star chakra. So your soul star chakra is just above your head, I would say, if that's correct. Soul star chakra. Yeah, I think so. To support your ascension at a spiritual level, and he will illuminate and anchor your higher light body. take the time to visualize your Merkaba as a shimmering orb surrounding you, and then consciously make it bigger and radiate it out so that it touches people everywhere and activates their ascension too. Yeah, and I've also been called to do quite a bit of earth work as well, you know, to expand my bubble and then expand the healing using the dragons as well. So I'm just going to quickly see if I can find my Archangel pack, and then we can make a little bit of a have a look at Archangel Mariel and have a look at that. So just want to have a quick squiz. There we go, at the ready. There we go. And I'm just going to have a quick squiz and see if I can find Archangel Mariel. There we go. Manifest for the highest good, work with pure love. Archangel Mariel is and I'm taking this from Diana Cooper's Archangels. It's an Archangel Oracle cards. I will see if I can find this Archangel picture. I mean, obviously it's another artist's impression of Archangel Mariel, but she's a glorious magenta Archangel. There we go. I found her, or him. Depends. I think she calls it a he. So there we go. It's a beautiful, lovely picture of a very magenta-y colored archangel. So when you call this energy in, you will feel this beautiful cloak of magenta energy coming in, which is really beautiful, tinged with a bit of yellow. I can feel that now. So the pink in the magenta affirms that he works with the highest and purest love, while the electric blue demonstrates the power of manifestation. So there's definitely some blue in there as well. So I felt the yellow, bit of soft yellow, and the magenta. And now that I've been told that there's blue, I can see the blue, but the blue is behind the magenta. So more than likely the magenta, I'm needing more magenta and more of the soft yellow. He has come in from another universe to assist us all to ascension. He steps down through Orion, the plane of wisdom, into his etheric retreat over the Himalayas, which is still the purest place on the planet. Interesting, I didn't know that. He works closely with Archangel Mary, and together they hold the magenta flame of divine feminine love. So that explains the magenta color, because magenta is all about love. Whenever we do color healing or any of my dropper art, dropper paints, the divine feminine painting is all about love, and it's got, you know, it's all done in magentas. So Archangel Mariel is in charge of the soul star chakras of humanity and awakens them so that we can access our true knowledge and wisdom. He is also helping to facilitate our merging with our higher self or soul as soon as we are ready. So that's probably why she mentioned in the Golden Future book. And so you can use your power to manifest very well with this Archangel Mariel. You're invited to step into the magenta flame of divine feminine love to attune your soul star chakra to its highest and purest light. And that's what I always feel like, you know, when I get shown a new archangel, like today, I've never dealt with or worked with Archangel Mariel. I invite this energy in, and I just try and settle and feel, how does it feel like? What does it feel like to me? What do I see in my mind's eye? What colors do I see? How does it make me feel? And the more I read, then I'll go, okay, can I match that energy and that vibration within that field? And it's attuning yourself. It's like a radio frequency where you're tuning into it. Okay, so, and it's all about intention, what it's saying. Hold here for a moment before you beam it out masterfully into the unmanifest realms. It will attract and draw in all the high frequency energies you need to bring it in physical reality. So I think, when we're working with these energies and we follow somebody's guidance who we trust, to tell us that this is what this archangel works, how this energy works. It's important for us to attune into that energy by tuning into that energy on a daily basis or going forward. Tuning into that beautiful purple magenta color. I've just tuned in again, and the magenta is quite deep. It's a really dark magenta color, for me, at least, with a soft glowing yellow light, and the blue is quite faded behind. It's like a background drop, for me. And that's for me personally. So, but the magenta is sort of, I'm not feeling the soft light magenta. I'm getting this really dark magenta on the edges there. That's the colors that I'm finding, which, for me means that the intensity color is really important. At the moment for me to assimilate into and use as healing, because it's like a fine-tuned guitar or balance it. It's kind of like balancing out this color. The other thing that was coming through really clearly this weekend was my light language in the form of art and with my hands. And so you'll be seeing a lot more of this. As I do with my paintings, I kind of do a lot of sort of, I would say, dots and sort of squiggles and spirals and that type of stuff in my larger big artworks. And I've been shown that this is what I do in the universe. I go into places and I put light into energetic light into certain areas, and it's like a painting. It's like I'm painting into the energetic field. And so that healing ability of mine and gift is really starting to come through more and more and more, and so I'm starting to use it more. So I'll probably start tuning into like my Pleiadian painting, having the painting in the background, and then tuning in and doing a sort of a Pleiadian healing coding into that, which I think is going to be really ongoing for me, and I'll be building on that. I am very excited. I'm going down to Wellington on the weekend of the 14th and 15th to do a day workshop with Jason Houghton. I met him a while back when I was down in Wellington, and he was just phenomenal, working with some beautiful energies, and he works closely with the earth, and he works with dragons as well. So when I've got the opportunity to go and do a workshop there with him, I thought, you know what, I'm going to jump at it. And then I realized while he was on the Saturday, Susan Crystal Diamond, or Light Diamond Light, she is offering a light language workshop on the Sunday in Paraparam. I think it's Paraparam, yeah. And I thought, you know what, while I'm down in Wellington, I'm going to do both of those. So it's going to be a hectic weekend energetically, and I think I'm probably going to be a little bit buggered by the time I get back, like totally woohoo and off planet. But I think it's going to be so worth it, and I'm going to love it. I'm going to really enjoy it. So I think I'd like to develop more of my light language. I at present do a lot of light language, but I don't openly use it. It takes a lot of courage. And I kind of tend to do it when it's really, really necessary and needs to be forceful. And I do work with the dragon energies at the moment in my light language, and that doesn't come out soft and beautiful. So it's going to be interesting to see how that evolves as I get more and more confidence, how that will evolve. A lot of the times when I'm doing healings or working with the earth. Often when I'm clearing earth and stuff, I do the light language, but then I'm usually by myself and it's fine. And if I'm not, then I do it under my breath. And so it'll be really great to practice doing the light language within a group that is actually focused on that, because the energies will be very conducive towards it, and to see what comes out, because Susan does a lot of light language. She's very, very relaxed in her light language. And yeah, so it'll be lovely to sit in that energy and just see where that kind of grows for me. So yeah, so that's what's happening. Friday Musings in my Galactic Studio. I think I'm going to close early today. It's 3:30, and I think I'm going to go and take the flag down and close it. It's miserable. It's been raining all day, and it's been cold in the studio. I think I'm going to go home and have a nice cup of hot something like tea, and sit by the fire. I think my husband's put the fire on already at 1 o'clock, because it tends to heat the whole house up. So here in New Zealand, it's raining and it's a bit cold. Nothing by European standards winter, but we are winter now. And yes, I think it's 9 degrees, 8 degrees today, and there's a little bit of wind. So definitely cold, probably a lot colder in other parts of New Zealand. Hawke's Bay is warm, but yeah. And to those who popped in today, that was great to see you. It was lovely to have a chat. And I know the one lady, we set the world on fire talking about everything that we sort of synchronized with around what's happening in the world and how we approach it. And that's exactly what the Galactic Studio is all about, is people coming together with like-minded ideas and popping in and saying hi at the moment on a Friday. Next Friday I probably won't be here because I'm going to be driving down to Wellington. So, but just check the socials for every Friday and you'll see 100% if I'm here. Otherwise, studio is open by appointment. You can just text me and get in touch on my website, michelecourage.com. Or if you ever wanted to stay at Riverstones Retreat and either book a spiritual package, we have those available, and they are on the riverstonesretreat.co.nz website. All the package prices are up there as well. But anyway, great to chat to you today on a cold Friday, and I will probably try and see if I can tune in next Friday and give you a Friday Musings from Wellington. I will see you soon. Chat soon.